Shannon Sharpe is going through a buyout with FS1, leaving Undisputed. No more Skip and Shannon. Reportedly, after the NBA Finals is finished, which will be in about a week or two, depending on how long the series goes, Shannon Sharpe will be going through a buyout with FS1. Shannon Sharpe will be leaving FS1. And I hate to see it happen because Skip and Shannon were such a dynamic duo. 7 years, debuting the show in 2016, just felt like a really good time. I want to say First Take had just went through that kind of disbanding as well. So, we saw how the transition of the shows happened, right? Shannon Sharpe getting his first show, really getting his first speaking opportunity, first show opportunity or big show opportunity, essentially. Skip coming off of First Take, being, a veteran around, I believe, I don't know how old Skip is, but, 60s and 70s of how old he is in terms of how old he is. We know he's been in the game for a very, very long time. And, they've had some beef on the show lately. And that's really what's led up to this. And if you're wondering about, the current couple of events that have happened, first of all, I'm not shocked for anyone that's kept up with the show. If you really watch Skip and Shannon, I don't think this shocks you either. Skip is an. I don't like to get on here and, really go through people's character like that. I really don't. And when it comes to like talking about decision making of a quarterback, like outside of the game, I didn't try to get into much to the Jalen Carter stuff. I try to keep it to on the field, or on the broadcast. And I don't want to speak negatively about, really anyone's work or how they play on the field or just how they present themselves, especially on a podcast where I'm putting it out to all you guys. But Skip has been in the game for a very long time, and he's clearly a veteran. Don't know if I can say he's respected. I'm not the biggest fan of Skip. I've never really heard him drop a take that I feel like I could go by, that I could have confidence in, something that actually held up. Skip is very consistent. He has the Skip Bayless show. He's had multiple shows. He's all over ESPN, or he was. Now he is with FS1. And the moments that really led up to this, first of all, we remember Damar Hamlin's incident back in week 17 of the NFL season, not too long ago, feels like anyways. Skip puts out the tweet talking about how, basically he says, of course he is worried about Damar Hamlin, but now all of a sudden with this game going on, it seems to just not matter. Matter of fact, I just looked it up, and I want to see exactly what he said. Let's see. I'm going to get it for you guys real quick here. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. That was on the second day of the year at 9:30 p.m. Can't believe 43.7 thousand people actually liked that tweet. So he was talking about Damar Hamlin on the field. Damar Hamlin had collapsed, of course, with the cardiac arrest. Very grateful to God that he was able to make it. And the whole world stopped. People that didn't watch sports knew about this. We had never seen this type of thing happen. And Skip makes that tweet. Shannon doesn't come on the show the next day because Shannon had that much of an issue with it. Shannon comes on the show the next day, tells Skip why he didn't go on the show because he didn't like the Damar Hamlin tweet. After Shannon says as a Skip proceeds to argue with Shannon about it, going back and forth. I stand by my tweet. I'm not taking it down. Shannon even challenged him, saying that some people from FS1 wanted to take him down. Skip said, no, that's not true. They cut it off. They got straight into it. Then, I believe back in March, Skip and Shannon are talking about Tom Brady. Skip goes to defend Tom Brady, says that Shannon's jealous because Brady played at a high level in his mid-40s and won a Super Bowl while Shannon had to retire roughly 10 years earlier. Absolutely not right. Absolutely not correct. So Shannon goes off. Shannon's absolutely exploding on him. He's saying, look, dude, so word for word, you're making me out to be like a bum. I won Super Bowls. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame. Don't talk to me like I didn't play. And he said, that's what you do, Skip. You take personal jabs. You want to dig at people. You want to go for people's personal characteristics and character in the middle of a sports debate. And it's unnecessary. Shannon was not having it. Shannon was not standing there for it. Skip is over there saying he's better than you. Oh, he was better than you. He just I don't even want to get into, as much as I am repeating the story, I don't want to really drag out what Skip said, but he's done some real disrespectful things to Shannon Sharpe here over the last couple of weeks and months, excuse me. And Shannon's just had enough. And like I said, it's not surprising from or excuse me, it's not surprising with their breakup. Unfortunately, it's not surprising for Skip Bayless to do this type of thing. I personally believe Skip's too old to be in the game. He's been doing it for a very long time. Maybe Skip should just step away. Maybe Skip should just hang it up, let Shannon continue the show, but that's not what's going to happen. We look at Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharpe's podcast. Over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Most of his episodes do 1 million, if not more. The Steve Harvey interview, I think, did 2 million views in the first few days. First 4 or 5 days, 2 million views. Club Shay Shay is building a major following, all of social media. Shannon Sharpe loves it. People stopping by for a drink and a conversation, whether it's about sports, whether it's just a general talk, whether it's celebrity, whether it's someone Shannon loves. He has really built a platform with Club Shay Shay. And I remember when it first started. Now it's a podcast platform. We see all the episodes. Definitely more of it is laid back, but also can have that twist of professionalism in it because of the people that he brings on. If you haven't checked out Club Shay Shay, absolutely great show. He's crushing it there. Haven't seen a video with less than 1 million views, really, if not 6, 7, 800,000 at the minimum. Undisputed averaged at most about 200,000 viewers an episode. We know how many people there are in the world. We know how many people actually consume social media, content, television, and you're only getting 200K eyes. I want to say that was when Skip and Shannon was at one of the highest viewing points, like around the Super Bowl time of the year. So who knows what it would have been in a non-peak time. But Shannon's going through the buyout. He's leaving FS1. He's going to be off the show soon. And I remember Shannon in a YouTube short or a TikTok, whatever. I can't remember what platform I saw it on, but it was a social media clip. And he was saying, I had to check Skip. I had to mend Skip and I's relationship because I knew it was potentially going to be something that didn't unfold well. I knew that it was potentially going to be something that wasn't a recipe for success. And he liked Skip. He said he liked Skip in that clip. I believe Shannon still does like Skip. And I believe he is trying to be more mature, possibly, and just step away from the moment because he really did almost snap on camera when Shannon Sharpe was talking to Skip about Skip challenging him on, him being better than Brady and being jealous. Shannon almost went on to say, Skip, I'm better than you, but then he stopped himself. He held himself together. He basically still said it, but you could tell the way Shannon had that character and actually held himself together. It was just like after the John Morant, T. Morant incident at the game. He went on FS1 and literally had like a 7-minute straight apology from the heart. And everyone believes Shannon because we know that's the type of person he is. So that's why I believe he's taking that higher road, being more mature, and stepping away from Skip before it possibly burns his brand and maybe his morals even more. So Shannon Sharpe will be leaving FS1. Shannon Sharpe will be no longer a part of Skip and Shannon. It will not be Skip and Shannon. Maybe it's called Skip but no Shannon. Is it still undisputed? Is the show still there? What did they do with it? Again, Skip Bayless is crushing it on his show. Shannon Sharpe is crushing it even more on his show. Club Shay Shay will more than likely be Shannon's next venture. More energy, more time put into that. And Undisputed, one of the best sports shows we've seen, one of the best sports shows I've seen, one of the best personalities in Shannon Sharpe is being bought out by FS1, is leaving Undisputed shortly after the NBA Finals, and more than likely Club Shay Shay will be his next podcast. But y'all get in the live chat. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Shannon Sharpe leaving the podcast. DeAndre Hopkins, come to the Bills, please. Yep, we went over D-Hop earlier in the show, man. I know. I would love to see D-Hop to the Bills. I really think the Bills and the Chiefs are the first and second best spots for them. I can't remember the exact rankings I had. I think I had Chiefs 1, Bills 2. But yes, DeAndre Hopkins, get yourself on over to the Bills. Get you a Super Bowl. Take the Bills over the hump, please. And again, y'all get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Shannon Sharpe being bought out by FS1, leaving Undisputed. Undisputed is now breaking up.